Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for another video. So this one is just going to be a quick one ahead of the upcoming update that is coming on Wednesday the 10th of December, where obviously we are getting a base game update where we are getting Cinderella. It has been such a long time that we've been waiting for her. I remember seeing her in the trailer we got before the game even launched, and it is so exciting that we're finally getting her. Her character model looks amazing. Her house, from what we've seen so far, it looks great. So I'm very excited. Obviously I'm not going to go through any information because I'm waiting for the patch notes to drop. So if they've dropped by the time this video comes out, then I will discuss it at some point. I'll either make a video if I have time, or if not, I'll talk about it on stream. But I wanted to go through today some of my update tips and tricks. Now, I used to do these videos all the time, and I know a lot of people found them helpful, and I've noticed that there's been a lot of newer players recently, like a big influx of newer players, which is amazing. And I've had a few people comment on my videos or be on my channel who are newer, and I feel like this may be beneficial for you. I've not got too many tips because I didn't want to go too in depth and overwhelm people, especially if you're new. It can feel a bit overwhelming if you've got this massive to-do list or list of recommendations. So I wanted to go for the main core things that I felt like would really help you and kind of explain why and also how to do those easily, and I hope they help both experienced players and newer players. So let's get started. So my first tip, which is something you probably do in game anyway, which is to collect star coins. Now, as you know, star coins build houses, upgrade things, as well as obviously buy seeds and crops from Goofy, as well as other stores, and also from Scrooge's store. So there's kind of multiple different things in the game you can use these for. Now, this is beneficial on an update because Scrooge's store now tends to get an overhaul with every update. So that means that we should be getting a bunch of new items, hopefully a lot. We never know. It kind of depends on the update and the character they bring and how much they bring with them. So we shall see how many new items we get, but it is something to be aware of. Now, if you are newer to the game, you probably are kind of, selling the random resources that you have spare or growing some crops to sell for money. That is your best bet to get money quickly, is to farm. So to plant loads of crops, harvest them with a gardening buddy who will drop you extra crops, which means you have more to sell. Now, obviously the best crop in the game to plant and harvest at the moment is pumpkins. It has been for a long time. So if you have got Forgotten Lands unlocked, definitely harvest the pumpkins and sell those. They will earn you the most money. However, if you are new and you haven't got to the point of unlocking that yet, then obviously work towards that, because obviously you probably will need Fairy Godmother unlocked in order to get Cinderella. That's not confirmed, but I would just assume. And she is up in the Forgotten Lands, and that will also give you access to pumpkins as well, which will earn you the best money the quickest. So that would be my recommendation, is to try and work towards that, not only to help you with the star coins, but obviously to help you get her as a character. So that's kind of the first two tips that are kind of linked together for you. Now, my third tip, which is again about collecting things, that is to make sure you are keeping a lot of your resources and having things stocked up that you may need. Now, obviously with Cinderella and her questing, we don't know yet what she's going to want, but having a good amount of resources will help you a lot when it means that she does start asking for things, or you need to give her her favourite gifts to level her up quickly. As well as that, it will help with the star path that is coming up, because there is usually some things in the star path where you do have to gift certain villagers gifts, or you have to craft certain things, and obviously having the resources right there in chests wherever you keep them, outdoors, indoors, it means it'll be a lot quicker for you to get those things unlocked. Talking of resources and collecting things, tip number 4 is to try and make some potions. Now, if you are newer to the game, potions do take a long time to kind of grind and get up to, because you need the crystals that are kept in the cave in Sunlit Plateau. So you do have to work your way towards getting those. So if you can't get potions right now, do not stress, they are not required. They are just very beneficial for making things quicker. So when you use the potions, for example, on a pickaxe, it means you can mine things quicker, and it tends to drop more resources and things like that. So they are beneficial when it comes to Star Pass and also questing with a new character, because it means you can do things quicker and obviously level them up quicker depending what role you pick for them. Now, my next tip is the final thing, which is to do with kind of a currency, which is to make sure you are logging on every day and getting your daily moonstone chests. If you do not know, there are blue chests that spawn in the valley and will have one per day that you can go and collect. Now, when you open them, you get 50 moonstones for free. Obviously, that's not a lot, but it all does add up. So if you are someone who's newer, who maybe hasn't unlocked Dream Snaps yet, or hasn't, built up a good stock of moonstones and things like that, collecting those every day do add up, and will help you get those new premium items that you want. And if you don't have enough right now, don't forget you can always pin stuff in the premium shop. You can pin up to 2 things to kind of save and buy later on. So you could always pin something that you really, really like and then come back to it later when you have enough. Now, the final 2 tips are both to do with the upcoming Star Path. So the first one is to make sure you are keeping night thorns around. There is always tasks in the Star Path to break night thorns. There isn't as many these days as there used to be. It used to be constant. There's definitely less now, but keeping night thorns as well as all 3 DLC breakables. So the Splinters of Fate in Eternity Isle, the Inkies in Storybook Vale, and the ones that we now have in Bush Blossom Ranch, I'm assuming will count. I'm not 100% sure, we'll have to wait and see. But if not, there is a huge amount of them that you can stock up on to obviously break when you get the Star Path and get those rewards done instantly. And then the final thing is, again, about collecting for the Star Path is memory orbs. Now, memory orbs drop when you do different tasks around the valley. So collecting those when they drop rather than opening them means that when you get to those tasks in the Star Path, you have memory orbs lying around ready to go. This is something I find really beneficial to make sure you're doing that quicker. Again though, memory orbs don't tend to be as big of a task in the Star Pass anymore. They seem to have lowered the amount, so don't stress too much if you haven't got any, or you've opened them all, or you don't have time to get any. That's just my recommendation if you want to make things a little bit quicker. Overall, those are my main tips. Obviously, the final thing would just be to get excited for the update, get a place ready for Cinderella in your valley, and just make sure you've got a bunch of food in your pocket stocked up so you've got loads of energy, so that when she arrives, you can go around questing and get her unlocked, and then go around and quest with her as well. I'm very, very excited for the update and excited for the patch notes to see if there's anything else in there that we don't know already, but I am looking forward to it, and I hope you are as well. And if you are a newer player or a existing player, I hope these tips help you out. If you do have any more tips or tricks for people who are watching this video, then leave them in the comments below. I'm sure that there's probably things I've missed or things that maybe I don't prioritize but you find helpful, especially maybe when you were newer, so that would be really, really handy if you did. Make sure you like and subscribe if you are enjoying my content and you want to see more from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.